Have you ever been just like walking down the street and you see this person, or have you ever met someone that whenever you are talking to them or you're hanging out with them, you're like, wow, they really seem like they have everything put together. They seem like such a unique person. What are they doing? How can I do that for myself? Well, there's a couple of things that go into that, and there's a few different items that vary per person, per personality, and just things that are very true to themselves. So today I'm going to be talking about some of my favorite things that other people do, that some of them I do, and just things that I find incredibly chic for anyone to do in their own personality. Like I said, some of these I do myself, some of these I don't, and I really wish I did. But yeah, let's get on to the video. If you don't know me, hi, my name is Regina. Welcome to my channel. I talk about lots of different things, but mainly beauty, skincare, and just anything girly. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you do, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you like my content, feel free to subscribe. It's free, and I would love to have you join. Okay, so the number one thing that comes to mind are like things that I admire about other people, and I just think they're so chic, is just having a signature scent. Oh my god, like I'm so obsessed with this concept of like, you know, whenever you're just walking by, people know that it's you. People know that like you're so put together because you always just like smell nicely. You have the same like scent to you because you have a signature scent. I think that's so chic. Unfortunately for me, I haven't been able to find that. I feel like I keep like jumping around between different scents, and I'm still trying to discover like what is the thing for me. But I just think that having that one scent that's always with you, that makes you super recognizable, it's just like incredibly chic. And I think that's because we just have like this connection between like scents and our brain and another person. So like whenever you just walk by, I'll start just associating that smell with you, even if I smell it somewhere else and like not from like you or you being around me. I know that I will smell that and I'll be like, oh my god, I just got reminded of like this person. I think that's like so cool. Another thing that I find just like so chic and cute is like thin like watches, but I'm not talking about a smartwatch. Like I have this really ginormous Apple Watch that haunts me because I keep wearing it and I forget to take it off. Like I literally on every picture I'm wearing a fucking Apple Watch and it annoys me, but I mean I still like my Apple Watch. But I'm talking about this like thin vintage super cute, like maybe like gold, it doesn't have to be gold, but like golden color watches that are almost like heirlooms. It gives this like kind of like passed down vibe. It makes you feel like so elegant. At least that's what I think. And it's just like such an statement piece, like an statement accessory to have. I think those are incredibly cute. I've actually been looking for one for, I would say, like a couple of months, but I haven't really found one that I like and that I think that I will actually wear and want to invest on. I'm also not looking to just like invest on something like super crazy expensive, because that's not the point. I feel like all of the things that I'm going to be talking about today, it's not about like, oh, like they're expensive or like how much they cost, but about like what's associated with them. So I'm still on the look. If anyone has any like jewelry recommendations, please drop them below. I would really love to see them. But yeah, I just think like having that like one statement piece on your wrist the entire time is super cute. So chic. The third thing I want to talk about is just kind of tied to this whole like heirloom jewelry stuff, and I think it's all about like kind of like winding down screen-free environment that I am personally changing, and that changing and chasing, and that I know that other people on the internet are too, is reading in paper. And I don't mean just like, oh, like yeah, I'm like reading a flyer in paper. Like that's not the point. I'm like literally talking about reading books in paper, reading like anything you can really in paper. Something that I did for myself that I've been really enjoying is I got a subscription to the New York Times. I actually have it here because I was just reading it before filming this video. That just makes me feel so much better because I don't feel disconnected from like what's happening in the world, from important things that I should be aware of, but it keeps me screen free. So that's something that I would recommend if you have like a newspaper that you like, a local newspaper that you like to subscribe. You'll be also supporting lots of journalists and this kind of like dying art of writing in paper. And then also just like reading books in paper. I can't for the life of me read on an iPad or like read on Kindle. It's just not comfortable to me. I will always try to keep reading on paper. I have a stack of books right here next to me, actually. Let me show them to you, that are kind of like my top current reads. Right now, they're also like my coffee books. I put them out here because they're super cute, but also because I'm actively reading them. This is the one, Dracula, that I'm currently like more actively reading. But just having books like on paper, having that be a part of like your routine, spend like, I don't know, 15, 30, 60 minutes a day reading. I think it's so incredibly great, not only for you, and I think it's just like incredibly chic, and it keeps you cultured, it keeps you expanding your vocabulary. So I just think that's an awesome habit to have. The next one is something that I want to do so bad, which is having like a recipe box or a recipe book, and not just keep having all these recipes on like Pinterest or whatever. This is currently what my recipes look like. I literally have pictures of my mom's notebook, and then of course I have like things saved on Instagram, things saved on Pinterest. But I just think like having like a recipe box where you can keep recipes from your family that maybe your grandma has shared with you, that your grandpa, some family member, or things that you just curated yourself, things that you found on the internet and like made your own, and having that all just like in one place. I think it's so cute. I want to do that so badly, and I know a couple of people that actually like have done that in the past, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm so obsessed with this concept, because again, it's all about trying to be a little bit more screen free, feel a little bit more connected to like the actual world, and not having everything be so digital, kind of like intangible. I think this is something that would also be just super cute as like a family heirloom, or like to, you know, if you don't want to have a family, something that you can like give away to someone as a like an incredible gift. Like, oh my god, if someone were to give me a recipe box with like recipes that they hand wrote themselves, I would literally like melt in the moment. I would die. I think that's so cool. And another thing that I want to do so badly. My next one is going to be just buying fresh flowers, and this is one that you might actually be like, okay, that might be a little bit expensive, because it does add up. But I just think like having fresh flowers around your house and your room, I think it's so cute. I think flowers, just for me personally, they bring like such a sense of joy, of connection. I try to always get different like flower types too, different flower colors. There's such like a nice touch and decoration to your home. You get to switch them out, and if you actually take care of them and you learn how to care for them, you'll make them last so much longer. And they don't necessarily have to be like flowers that you buy and you're gonna throw away. I just got, for example, this super cute little cow plant that has some African violets that I love so much, and this is just something that I have on my home that adds like such a cute detail. I love this pot so much. When I saw it, I'm like, oh my god, I have to have this Highland cow pot. And something like this is super cute. I also just have like a vase on my kitchen with flowers all the time. It makes me feel just like so homey, so just like incredibly like curated and cute, and something that I love so much. And also my husband just loves them. Don't forget to give flowers to the men in your lives. Sometimes, you know, we live in a society where they haven't been gifted flowers that much, and a lot of men actually love to receive flowers. So also don't forget to give flowers to the men in your life. And yeah, just like having fresh flowers around, I think it's just like an incredible thing to do if it's in your budget. Another thing that I find super chic is just like having like a third space, you know. And like by a third space, I don't mean like work or school, like, or like your home. That's not a third space. Like maybe you have this coffee shop that you go to every single day or every weekend, or you have this bakery that you always go to, or maybe it's like, I don't know, like an antique shop, a boutique, whatever that is for you. And then like you go there all the time, and like the people literally know you, they know who you are. Like if it's like a coffee shop, like they know your order, they know your style. I think that's like so cute. That value of like community is something that unfortunately is getting missed a lot. There's like a lot of hate going on in the world, so having that sense of like community, being a part of something, like having other people know you too, I think is just, it's amazing. Like I love that for you. I love that for everyone. I really want to get to a place where I have that for myself, but I just think that's just such an amazing thing, because it also shows you're consistent, that you're also like showing up for those people, you're supporting those businesses, and you know, they're going to support you back, and they're gonna like be a part of your routine too. So I think that's super cute. So far from this list, I feel like I have a lot of random things, but what are some of the things that you find chic that you think I am missing? Please drop them in the comments below, because I feel like it's just sometimes I miss them, but I'm like, oh my god, you're so right, that's so cool. Another thing that I really love is just like cute purses. I think having like a cute statement purse is so cute, but nothing that's like super trendy or like literally everyone has. I feel like having a purse that represents your personality, that is like so you, that you can match with like lots of different outfits, that basically works for every occasion. I think it's like incredibly chic. Right now, my current like statement purse is this sardines purse, and I'm so obsessed with it. I think it's so cute, it's super unique, and I use it literally everywhere. Obviously, it's not like a formal purse. I have a different purse for like formal events, but this one is just like such a statement piece on my collection. It was literally like $20. It doesn't have to be anything expensive. Just like having that statement purse, I think it's just like such a cute thing to add onto like your style or like your bubble closet. And then lastly, and super important, I don't think there's anything more chic than being a cultured person. Like, and you don't have to have like this crazy education, or you know, have all these crazy resources. It's a matter of like knowing about things. I feel like we live in an era where we have so much information at our fingertips, that we have the ability to know about lots of different things. So like whenever I encounter someone in a conversation, and like, you know, we can bring up different topics, we're talking about like geography, arts, sports, science, whatever it is, and they like know a lot about it. Even if it's not a lot, they just know about it and are able to hold a conversation like that. I think that's so chic, especially if you know a lot about like history, like arts and poetry. Literature for me is a big one. Like if you know a lot about literature and arts, like to me, like wow, that's so cool. I want to be like you, please. I just think that it you command power, and you're able to command yourself on a room like that, and hold conversations with anyone, no matter like where they're from, what's their culture, and I think just generally knowing about other cultures too is like such a huge thing. Knowing about like, you know, niche things, not staying with like stereotypes or like things that are just like everyone knows that, you know, like kind of going a little bit beyond and knowing about the world, I think makes someone just like incredibly chic. Those are the things that I find incredibly chic. Like I said, let me know in the comments below what are some things that you think I missed, some things that you think are super chic. And I hope this was helpful. There's just like lots of different things that make people chic, and I think one of the most unique things is just being yourself, being unapologetically true to yourself, and just being on your own personality, having your own opinions is the best thing that you can do for yourself. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna end this video off. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to subscribe, and you can also follow me on my other social media channels for similar content. Thank you. Bye.